Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to be doing some traditional box braids. This is my first time braiding this lovely young lady's hair, so another new client, God is good. We're going to be doing small butt length box braids using expression 58-inch braiding hair in the color 613, also known as white blonde. And she also requested that her edges be braided close together, and I shall deliver. First, let's talk a little bit about the difference between traditional box braids and knotless braids. So in a nutshell, traditional box braid starts off by making a knot at the root of the braid with extension, whereas knotless braid starts off with your natural hair and extensions are gradually added without a knot. In my opinion, knotless braids are less painful than traditional box braids, but traditional box braids last longer than knotless braids. So I'm going to be using the free part or C part technique while tucking the hair as best as I can. If you don't know how to part the hair using this technique, I'll link the video above so you can check it out. And you'll notice that I braid about quarter to half of the braid and stop. Don't be alarmed. This is just the way I do my longer length braids. And I do them this way so I can sit comfortably afterwards and braid the ends down. This is my preference. You don't have to do your braids this way. You do whatever works for you. Let's keep looking. And I'm also using the braiding gel to help keep the natural hair in place, and this makes it easier to tuck the natural hair. I'm now finished with the perimeter at the back of her head, and we're about to start the edges on the front. So first I apply edge control or braiding gel and I comb the edges back so there's no tangles and everything can lay neat and flat. I use my duck clip to part my sections, and I'm parting my sections by making a small C. Now to get the edges close together, I'm going to be taking a small amount of her natural hair with a slightly larger amount of braiding hair. And I'm using the button box braid technique. I think that's what it's called. That's when the base of your box braid looks like a button. And I continue to part my sections small all the way to the middle of the head, creating small C-shaped parts. And I also ask my clients to hold on to the braid while I braid them down, especially around the edges, to avoid placing additional tension on the hair. Some clients may say it's okay and some may hold on to it, but I always give them the option. So I usually do 2 to 3 rows close together at the front on the edges. It depends on the client's hair to give it that full look. So my second row is going to be around the same size as the first row, and I do the exact same thing, making small C's and going all the way up to the middle. I'm still tucking her natural hair, and every now and again you'll see me adding pieces of braiding hair. That's because the size is not suitable for me. Let's keep looking. So I'm quickly going to show you how I did the free parting technique at the back or middle of her head. And because I used 3 strands or 3 pieces for braiding the middle, it was a bit challenging to tuck perfectly, but that's no issue. If you noticed, I only used 1 strand or 1 piece of her natural hair for the braids around the edges. I did not split the section into 3 pieces as I did in the middle, so it was easier to hide or conceal the natural hair. I hope that makes sense and you understand what I'm trying to say. Now finish the first part, and now the second part is to finish braiding the ends down. I then clip or trim the braids. So 613 is a very pretty color, but the trimming process is very tedious. If it's not trimmed or cleaned properly, the braids do not appear to be neat and does not have that shine. So I take my time and I clean or trim properly. I now apply my products, and I used mousse and oil sheen only on these braids. She also wanted the ends of her braids to be crinkled or wet and wavy, so I braided them into 3 large braids and dipped them in hot water to achieve that look. And now we're all finished, and of course a mini photo shoot is mandatory. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Please let me know what video or tutorial you'd like to see next from me, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.